We're live again. We're in color. We're looking a little dull, but we're gonna fix that. Give me a moment. Okay. Look at her. She's clean. She's here. She's vibrant. She's giving color. She's giving clean. She's giving clear. She's giving clear and clean. Yeah, we love that. How are we doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It has been a long weekend. It has been a long weekend. It has been a lot. It's been a lot, but I'm here. I made it. I didn't cancel. Um, I'm here. And I've got some great news to share with you guys today. I've got some really great news. I think I must have COVID. What do they call? What do the girls call it? Long COVID. I gotta have long COVID because this persistent cough. I feel like I'm gonna have this cough for the rest of my life now. Whatever. Um, let's pin that. Hi, Madison Rose. You were just literally watching my chili short. I had so much fun, guys. I had so much fun. If I don't know if I showed any pictures on Discord, but I know I posted a lot on Instagram. So you can see the whole process behind me making, because Instagram, I show the process in my stories to my like my life. The process to my life is in the stories on Instagram. And then sometimes I will put maybe one or two photos or something on Twitter and maybe a couple or a handful on Discord. Um, but I don't think the shorts really showed everything. Hi, Baby Naturals. Hey, Barbie. Hi, Leah Bobia. Thank you for putting the link to the Discord channel here in the live stream. For those watching, please join the Discord community. We have a vibrantly growing community over on Discord. We have a lot of fun. We love to spill tea. We love to support each other. We love to fight. And we love to laugh. We love to laugh. Live, laugh. What's it? Live, laugh, live, laugh, love. That's our Discord, right? Live, laugh, love. Um, so if you are on a mobile, click the link up, or no, copy the link above into your web browser, and then you can join the Discord that way. If you're on PC, copy that. It's only going to be at the bottom of your screen. And yeah, I think I had that switched up. I think PC's up top, mobile on the bottom. You love chili. Micro, how do you like your chili? How do you like your chili? Slow mode up. Girl, fuck it. We won't be on slow mode tonight. We'll let it rip tonight. We'll let it rip tonight. It's fine. I'm lazy. Um, guys, we lacking on the view to likes ratio. We are only 3 likes, but 21 of you bitches here. The math not mathing. Unless the math equals that y'all a bunch of fake hoes, then yeah, that's adding up. Thank you, Leah, for the floating hearts, the 10 jewel. Thank you so much. It's just this time of the year. You'll get over that cough. I'm sure of it. Hang in there. Well, I don't feel bad at all. I feel perfectly fine. It's just an annoying cough now at this point. In a bowl, ready to eat. Well, what do you like in your chili? What spices do you like? What types of beans do you like? Come on, I'm having a discussion here. Hey Pittman, what's going on, Pittman? How do you eat your chili, Pittman? What do you like your chili with? Let's do a poll. Let's start a poll. Best chili side. We're gonna say cornbread, crackers, um, tortilla chips, rice. Now, what other? Oh, I can't add any more. Is there something more popular? Not cornbread dressing, cornbread. Is there anything more popular than tortilla chips? Spaghetti? No, these are just like a like side dish. Sour cream's not a side dish; it's an addition. We can do a poll for that too, like the best add-in. We can do an add-in, but sour cream is an add-in, not an addition. Spaghetti is spaghetti more popular? We're gonna do spaghetti. Yeah, we'll do spaghetti. Okay, start the poll. Best chili side dish. Vote in the poll. Cornbread crackers, spaghetti or rice. You like tamales with your chili, Leah? I have never in my life heard that. I have never heard that. I have never heard that at all. Tamales is wild for me to hear. First of all, first of all, who's really eating tamales? Are tamales like super popular? I used to have an aunt that made them all the time. My aunt Tiny, bless her heart, rest in peace. Yeah, I know yours, Barbara. You love the spaghetti. Spaghetti. I never thought about fish chili. I figured the fish would have disintegrated into the broth. Well, yeah, you do get pieces of flesh of the fish with, throughout the chili. So, Kenji is referencing because he comments on my shorts. He watches and comments on my shorts. Unlike some of you, he comments on my shorts. And I we got into a discussion about some of like the one who won. So first of all, I came in second place out of like 11 competitors. They were all so fucking incredible, by the way. I came in second place. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. People really, really loved my chili so much. Then, on top of that, not only did I win second place by popular vote of like the entire audience, but the judges decided that I won the category of best presentation. So I'm really, really happy and proud of myself for the first time. Now, I also entered a chili cook-off for my restaurant, and I also won there. So I'm good at making fucking chili. I'm just good at making fucking chili. It is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. One plus one equals two. We've done the math there. One plus one is always two. I'm good at making chili. I'm just good at making chili. Um, but okay, so what I was gonna say about Kenji with the fish is like I think my friend he put in shrimp, scallops, some sort of white fish, don't know what it was, um, and I think crab. And that was his like seafood chili. But um it's not a tomato base at all. It's like I I want to say he used like a cream of mushroom base, and then he used a medley of different beans, some white beans, some kidney beans, some black beans, and then he also put in a medley of different types of vegetables. It was great. It won first place. I loved it so much. It definitely was better than mine. I mean, it's definitely a very different feel um when it comes to chili. Um to be honest, I feel as though the lack of a tomato based, it makes it feel more like a soup than a chili. Now, chili is soup. Okay, chili is soup. Let's be honest. Chili is a subcategory of soup. Okay. However, I do believe that chili is a very distinct category, right? And so, what makes it unique is, in my opinion, the combination of the beans with the tomato base. I think that's what makes it a chili. So, not that I'm being a bitter loser right now, but I feel like his seafood chili gave more soup in general than chili specifically. Do you know what I mean? Am I being a bitter loser? Am I being a sore loser when I say that? I'm just being honest. It's just my opinion. I'm just talking. I'm just stream of thoughts, right? Um, I just like it in general, like all the chilies, all the meats. I've even had banging vegetarian chili that was so good I got 3 bowls of it. Sour cream is good. None of the above. Cornbread is pretty awesome too. I love it all. Spaghetti isn't really a side dish for chili though, right? More of an add-in. I mean, you're right. You're right. So okay, so the I think that the rice and the spaghetti are layers that you put the chili on top of, right? And then the same thing with the cornbread. You put your cornbread in the bottom of the bowl, and you put your chili on top of it. That's kind of what I was thinking, right? That's kind of what I'm envisioning. Um, Seriously, is it a southern thing? My whole family does it. Tamales? Girl, I have never heard of that before. Hot honey jalapeno cheddar cornbread is the only option. So popular in winter in Tennessee. We all have a tamale lady. We meet her at the local BP like a drug dealer, but for tamale. No, I know that. It's the same thing in Toledo. And my aunt Tani was the tamale drug dealer. That's who she was. That was her life. It was her lifestyle. She was the tamale lady. No, you're right. I know what you're talking about. I've just never heard tamales being eaten with chili. That's interesting. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate you. Have a good night. You make a mean white bean chicken chili. Well, share it in the Discord channel, Leah. I don't eat chicken, but I'm sure some of the other heathens that eat meat would love to see your recipe. And at least with me, you're 1 for 1 on recipes. I haven't tried any of your others yet. I do want to try your tartar sauce. I do want to try that. I think I wrote that down somewhere. But you are 1 for 1 so far in my book. So put the fucking white bean chili in the Discord channel, honey. Spread the love. A white fish chili, that's bold. It was incredible, Kenji. It's a seafood chili, so it's a medley of different seafoods. So it wasn't just one type of seafood. It was seafood, like a combination. Fucking incredible. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, a white chili with fish. Yeah, it's good. Chili is gumbo. Yeah, soup. Hello, Cho. How are you? How was the competition? Hello, David Pritila Davila, my daddy, my zaddy. It was great. It was really fun. I'm an entertainer at heart. I love talking to people. I'm super extroverted. So I was definitely in my element, schmoozing all of the taste testers and the voters. Part of my presentation is, because we gave them spoons. I don't know if you saw the shorts or anything like that, or saw any videos or anything, but we gave them big soup spoons with the sample. So what I would do is I would put a little bit of my white sticky rice. So let me start over. The chili that I made today was a sweet potato chili. It's vegan, except for the hot honey. But in terms of the spices, I posted this in the Discord channel. Go to the Discord channel. It's in the pinned section of the food channel. But very simple chili ingredients: smoked paprika, chili powder, cayenne powder, um, black pepper, sea salt, cumin, and then I guess two of the more unique ingredients is I put cinnamon and cocoa powder in my chili. So you had that as like the spices. Oh, smoked paprika. Did I say that? Smoked paprika, not that plain paprika. Smoked paprika is what I put in my chili. So that was really like the um the spice blend. Um and then I put some fresh tomato. I put some fresh onion. I put some diced sweet potato. Oh, garlic powder. I put garlic powder in there too. Garlic powder. It's all in the Discord channel. Join the Discord channel and it actually read the food channel. It's in there. Um, and then, so what I did is I made some sticky rice. I put the sticky rice on the spoon, and then I squeezed a little bit of that hot honey on top of the rice, and then I ladled another little spoon of the chili on top of that, and people just went crazy. You guys know that I studied nutrition in college, and this is something people don't really know, but what, when you think about protein as a macronutrient, proteins are made up of things called amino acids, and there's a lot of them. There's like 15 plus different amino acids. And when you hear the term complete protein, these are protein sources that have all of those amino acids. Meats typically have them all, right? That's what makes the meat category such a staple in our diet, is because it has all of the amino acids. Now, when it comes to beans, they're very high in protein, but they don't have that entire range of amino acids. That's where rice comes in. Rice, it's not a protein source, but most foods have some sort of amino acid profile, and rice does have all of the amino acids that beans don't have. So when you eat them together and they're digested together, they're digested as a complete protein that you would find in any type of actual meat source. So I recommend that if you are trying to make sure that you get all of your protein and you don't adhere to a meat diet, when you eat beans, make sure that you're eating them with rice. Okay? Anyway, sorry for the nutrition aside, but people people were amazed that I was telling them that as I was giving the samples. And people were also amazed by the addition of, cinnamon and cocoa powder and sweet potato. So they loved it. Thank you so much, Micro, for the jewels, the makeup brushes. Are you saying I need to wear makeup? Um, Not soup. I think it's soup. I think chili is soup. Gumbo is soup. They're subcategories of soup. Um, I was gonna say the same thing. Chili needs that tomato base. That's what I think. I have a bunch of jewels, and I don't know how because I haven't bought any. Does YouTube just give premium members free ones? They do, I believe. I think if you're premium or if you're a member or something, um, you do get jewels from watching content. So thank you for your benevolence, Micro. I really appreciate it because that puts money in my pocket, honey. That puts money in my pocket. So thank you. Oh yes, Leah's tartar sauce is incredible. Oh, she shared it with you too, Barbie. Well, bitch, I know. Bitch, I know her shit is good. Anything that Leah makes is probably good. I just gotta have some time to try more of her recipes, but I love her pancake recipe. Her pancake recipe is like what made me a believer in the Leah Bobia Latter Day of Saints. That's what made me that converted me was the pancake recipe. That is the only pancake recipe I need. I don't even buy pancake mix anymore because it keeps well too. I don't know if Leah told me this or if I just discovered it, but it keeps really well in the fridge. So you really can make a big batch of it and eat off of that several days in a row. So I don't know. I like it a lot. Um, but Homegirl made me a believer. I have a few good recipes. My Mexican chicken casserole is really bomb. It's got half a pound of Velveeta cheese and Doritos. Ooh, and Doritos. That sounds good. Um, are we invited to the cook-off, Joe? Well, listen, the cook-off is done, but we can have another cook-off. That would be fun. How did the frozen sweet potatoes work out? They didn't, and I'm gonna tell you why. So who was it? Barbie? Barbie. Okay, so Barbie gave me a good recommendation. She told me to like just rinse them off with some hot water. So I did that. I got I got the frozenness, the ice off of it, but they were so soft. And when I touched them, they felt like they were full of water. They felt full of water. So then I popped one in my mouth, and this is out of the freezer with water running over them. That's I didn't heat them up or anything. I popped one in my mouth, and when I tell you, they were so soft. So had I, oh my god, fuck my life. I didn't go to church today because I just knew that this shit. I just fucking knew I was gonna be cooking chili all fucking day. So yeah, I ended up popping one in my mouth, and I thought to myself, "Oh my god, Joe, like it's so soft already from frozen." And so if I put this shit in the chili, not only is it going to fuck up the flavor balance because of all that water content sucked into the sweet potato, it's going to water down the chili, right? And I'm gonna have to compensate for that somehow by either cooking it longer, adding more spices. It was just gonna fuck shit up. And it was gonna make them mushy, like super duper mushy. I wanted, you're not gonna get like a bite, in a chili with sweet potatoes, but you want them to maintain their form. And I was afraid that if I mixed it around too much after cooking them, they would just become mashed sweet potatoes mixed in a chili. So I ended up, long story short, here I go on this tangent. So long story short, what I did is I got the potatoes that I bought. I always keep sweet potatoes on me because I love sweet potatoes. I can eat sweet potatoes every day. I eat sweet potatoes probably every 2 to 3 days. Period. Um, so I had plenty. So I just had to peel them and chop them myself. But what I'm gonna do, Luke, I am planning to air fry them. So I saved. I didn't throw them in the garbage. I'm gonna air fry them. That'll get all of that water content out of it. Fry them up. I'm gonna, probably put some extra virgin olive oil, some cumin, some cayenne pepper, um, black pepper, smoked paprika, and then I'll put them in the air fryer, fry them up really good. It's gonna make a great snack. Oh, a little bit of sea salt too. Oh, and a little bit of cilantro too. Sorry, a little bit of cilantro too. So that's how the frozen sweet potatoes went. They didn't go. I saw the shorts and I was very interested in the ingredients in the chili you made. Well, did you hear me, David? Because I did list them off. I don't know if you were here when I listed them off or not. They're in the Discord channel, in the food channel. But what I will say is the only unique ingredients maybe are like the smoked paprika, cumin. I mean, am I the only one that puts cumin in their chili? I don't know. I feel like that's very typical of a chili. But cumin, um, cinnamon, cocoa powder, smoked paprika, not normal paprika. And then I served it with sticky rice and then also a little drizzle of hot honey. That was my, oh, and sweet potatoes, obviously sweet potatoes. Those pancakes are good as hell, and yes, they keep for like 5 days. Yes, girl, they keep for yeah. You're right. They're so good. They're so convenient and they're so versatile. And so delicious. Hey, awesome sauce, fresh is best. I tried to tell you. Please tell me you got. I did get fresh ones. I always have fresh ones. I always have fresh sweet potatoes on hand. The only reason I bought the frozen ones is because I thought it could be a shortcut, but I thought wrong. But it's not gonna go to waste. Classic Cho tangent. CCT. I love sweet potatoes. I love eggs. I love rice. Three of my favorite foods. I love them so much. I can't get enough of them. You're so cute, Cho. Well, thank you, Barbara. You're so cute. You're cuter. Cho, get a second robe already. I need the money. Spicy honey or just warm? It's spicy honey. So hot honey is a brand. There's a brand called Local Hive. Let me type it in the chat. Local Hive hot honey. Um, Local Hive hot honey. I get it from Walmart, Wally World, and it's really good. I discovered it because I went to Donato's to eat a pizza one day, and they had this hot honey pizza. I said, "Oh my god, I love honey. I love honey. I love sweet things. So how's this gonna taste?" And basically, it's like I guess a honey that they like imbue or soak or infuse with I don't know, cayenne pepper. I don't know, some spicy shit. I don't know, but it's really good. It's sweet and spicy. Thank you for the jewels, micro. Thank you for the jewels. I love it. I appreciate you. Okay, so mass produce a similar rope and sell it as merch. Oh, I believe me, I've been trying. You weren't here, micro, when I was in my merch era. I was trying to get merch started, and I got sidetracked and procrastinated ever since. But I've actually got a couple different samples of robes to see if they were high quality, and they're not. They didn't work out for me. So yes, I do need to like figure out where Joe Boxer, because I think this is where this is from, Joe Boxer. Yeah, I need to figure out where Joe Boxer got this robe from. It's from some sweatshop in China. Where the fuck they get this robe from? I need to figure out where they got it from so I can sell it um as merch because I love this robe. See, I'm giving all the money I can. Jeez, I know. Thank you. I appreciate you. Did you win the Chili Cook? No, I came in second place, Johanna. So good to see you. I've missed you. I haven't been staying up super late into the night like I used to when you first started watching my channel, Johanna. So I appreciate you coming here a little bit earlier to say hello to me. I came in second place for the chili cook-off, best in show, second place by popular demand. They all voted, and I came in second place. It was close, but the one thing that I did win outright was best presentation. So the judges voted on that one. I am so happy with second place because I tried first place and he deserved that shit. He ate that shit. He ate that shit. With the seafood chili, he ate that. Literally, he ate that. Girl, not Barbie. Stop. Barbie said, okay, gotcha. Thank you. I'd like to try it if it hasn't been stolen off the damn shelves. I'm telling you. Girl, this EBT food stamp SNAP benefits bullshit is crazy. Like I said in the original video a couple days ago, the original live stream, I wasn't even going to look into all the research surrounding EBT benefits until I saw, because at first, no, I mean, honestly, I mean, excuse me for being ignorant, but at first, when I heard about the shutdown of the SNAP benefits, I thought, oh my God, what are we gonna do? How could they? Why did they? Why would they? Like I'm like clutching all the pearls I have, right? They're gonna starve, they're gonna die, and then I actually saw videos of people talking about stealing from people in parking lots and stealing from the grocery stores. And I thought this shit is like these people are demented and these are the people that have food stamps. Like that's crazy. So that's why I started researching more about SNAP benefits, and that's when I discovered all that data that I found for you guys a couple streams ago. It's psycho. So quite frankly, and I didn't say this in the original live stream, but my resolution, take every son of a bitch off food stamps. Every single bitch off food stamps. And on January 1st, make them reapply. Make them reapply with new structures, new restrictions, new guidelines. Make every bitch reapply, in my opinion. That's my resolution. Um, yeah, I'm so proud of myself for the chili cook-off. I had so much fun. I saw so many people that I knew there, and it was really fun. Kind of funny story, but I was originally invited to be a celebrity judge, not to like toot my own horn. Um, but people know me in the community here in Columbus. And so I was invited to be a celebrity judge. But I told my friend, I'm like, well, I'm pescatarian. I only eat fish. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. Like, I don't eat those things. So I was more concerned about being a judge and only being able to have like a handful of the chilies. And that's not fun, right? That's not conducive. That's not helpful or productive. To have a celebrity judge take up a chair and only be able to eat two out of the nine different things. Well, to my surprise, by the way, out of 11 competitors, there was only two chilies with meat. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Um, so maybe I could have been a celebrity judge. So anyway, so I told Will, I'm like, well, I can't be a celebrity judge. I don't eat meat. And chili has meat. Like the fuck? Most chili has meat. The fuck? And then he's like, okay, then you're competing then. So it's not that I even signed up to be a part of this chili cook off, y'all. My friend basically signed me up because I couldn't be celebrity judge. Because when he was asking me to be a celebrity judge, there's no that was easy. I had to just fucking show up and eat fucking chili. And when I told him no, I thought, okay, well, whatever, dodged the bullet there, but whatever. And then he basically volunteered me to compete. Oh my god. So anyway, um, hi MOP, how are you? Happy evening. My bad coming in late, everyone. Cho, how was the chili cook off? It was so much fun. I had such a great time. I came in second place. I got best presentation. Everyone loved me. The girls were going feral over the hot honey. The hot honey, listen, the girlies were going feral over the hot honey. You need to put some hot honey on somebody's dick. I'm telling you, it was that good. Because they were coming back for seconds. They were coming back for thirds. They wanted fourths. Listen, the hot honey, I'm telling you, the hot honey with the rice, with the chili, it's sweet, spicy, has the heat, has the sweetness. I mean, it was just the texture. It was great. It was great. Um, Granted, it's not a food shortage, but people have families to feed and people get really nutty about their children. I don't disagree with that, Micro. However, you could get nutty about feeding your children by getting a fucking job, by foregoing getting your lashes done and your nails done and your toes done. You could forego, you could get nutty about about feeding your children by choosing to not get a car with a car payment of $500, $600 a month. Get nutty doing that shit. I don't think it's acceptable to get nutty about your children by stealing from grocery stores and other people. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable when there are alternatives. There are alternatives to that. Now, granted, you may live in the fucking country, and that may be an issue. But every fucking city in the nation has food banks. They have churches. They have all type. Listen, I do this. I work in this industry. Well, I volunteer. I don't work. I volunteer in this industry. I work with the homeless. Do you know that in Columbus, Ohio, we have a network of food pantries, community lunch programs like the one that I run and help to run and operate every weekend? We feed 80, 90, 100 people every fucking Saturday. And I have relationships with the homeless here in Columbus, sometimes not good. And what they tell me is that they have a routine. They stop at one to three places every day, Monday through Sunday. There are one to three different places throughout the city that they stop at for free food. These are just my anecdotal experiences. So I'm not going to sit here and say what you have experienced out there, but what I will say is there's no adult person that's starving that has their mental capabilities and mental faculties. There's not name one person in modern day America has starved to death that isn't mentally ill or being abused. That has never happened and will not happen even without food stamps and will not happen. So that's triggering. That's a little triggering. This whole, what do you mean the girls are going nutty for their children for food? Go get nutty in the productive way. There's no excuse for stealing from people. And that type of rationality is maybe one of the many reasons why that individual is in the headspace and predicament that they're in today. Oh, don't get me started. Child, let me pour some tea. Let me pour. Listen, because again, I didn't start researching this shit because I was pretty ignorant about it all. To be quite frank with you, I mean, I work with the homeless. I know about feeding the homeless and all that stuff because I do it every weekend. I know that, but I did not know the data. I was not aware of the data surrounding SNAP benefits until this issue arise, and I'm just blown away. I don't have the compassion for for a large group of them that I had prior to me learning about the data. I just don't have it. I just don't have it. Excuse me while I pour myself some hojicha. I love tea so much. Cheers. It's nutty. It's warm. It's so fall. It's so fall. Hojicha is so fall. It's so fall. Okay. Um, it's so fucking good. Um, yeah, but there's food banks in every city. There are restaurants out the wazoo giving food away because of this hot and prepared food. There's a gig work to get paid same day all over America. Nobody is starving today in America unless they're being starved, like abused by parents, partners, etc. Clock it. Hey, Catherine. He voluntold you. He did. Congrats on second place. Thank you, Joey Torres. I haven't seen you for a while. How have you been, Joey? I miss you, handsome. Definitely had nights. I starved at nights as a child because of how poor we were. There are still hungry people in this country. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. I didn't say that it wasn't happening to people because of circumstances. What I am saying is that starvation, no one is starving in modern day America unless there's mental illness or child neglect. And again, maybe you lived in the country, Micro. Perhaps you lived in the country. But if you lived in the city, there were options for you. Now, maybe your family wasn't aware of those options. Perhaps they weren't aware of those options, but they were there. I mean, every fucking church I know of has a food program. If it's large enough, it has a food program. I'm willing to bet you money on that. I'm willing to bet you money that any mid-sized church or larger has a food program. And I'm just speaking about cities because that's what I know about. I know about cities. There are programs out there that prevents people from starving in modern day America. Um, Not the hot honey. Yeah, the hot honey. The problem is with the food stamps is they deny most of the truly needy and pass them out like candy to the tramps and entitled career warfare who knows how to fill out the forms. T. People don't want to be public with that kind of information. It's shameful. It shouldn't be shameful, Micro. It shouldn't be shameful. There's nothing, listen, to me, my opinion, there's nothing wrong with being on food stamps because I believe that life is about seasons. There are some seasons that you're going to do really well, and there are some seasons where you're going to struggle. There are some seasons where you may need food stamps. That's okay. I think the problem is, and this is a structural problem that we have, yes, and it's also an individual problem as well. But I think that poverty is so hard to get out of, right? And part of the reason why it's so hard to get out of is because the government coddles people and they want you to stay dependent on them. Why do they want you to stay dependent on them? Because as long as you're dependent on them, they have a fucking job. It's about the money, guys. It's about. I need you guys to stop thinking that the government has your best interest. I need you guys to really stop thinking that. I need you to really, really stop thinking that the government has your best interest. Because you can't have it both ways. You can't blame all of your issues on circumstance and structural problems and structural racism and structural misogyny and white privilege. You can't blame everything on that, but then also believe that that same government that's oppressing you is also helping you. What? Which one is it? Which one? I have whiplash. Which fucking one is it? Is the government suppressing people and oppressing people and what do they call it? The white man. What do they call it again? What do they call that thing? Oh, the patriarchy. The patriarchy. Is it the patriarchy or not? Is it the system, the structures built by our government that's harming us? But also, you truly believe that they're trying to help you by giving you free shit? Come, let's wake up. Let's wake up. You cannot have it both ways. Stop. Jesus. I'm behind in comments already. Y'all got this is Micro's fault. Micro got me ranting tonight. It wasn't Leah's fault for once. But Micro, I don't believe that being on food stamps is a shameful thing at all. No one should feel shame for being on food stamps. And fuck anyone shaming people for being in these predicaments because we live in America where you're one injury or one medical emergency away from being in debt for the rest of your life. So I don't think it's cool to shame people for being on EBT or to shame people for having to do food stamps because you don't know their situation. And yes, the data has shown that there are probably a lot of people who don't need to be on food stamps. The data is showing that there's probably a lot of people who are taking advantage of the system. The data is showing that there is a lot of fraud. Yes, the data is showing that. But again, like I said in my original video, if the shoe don't fit, bitch, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you, right? Like if I throw the bone, if I throw the bone into a pack of dogs and it doesn't hit you, why are you hollering? Why are you hollering? Only hit dogs are supposed to holler, right? Everybody can't. Everything's not about you, right? Okay. Um, Micro, I grew up poor as fuck with a disabled mom that couldn't work. There are ways because you don't know of the programs that exist that mean they don't in fact exist. I'm not sure the guy would necessarily like the hot honey there. You know what? Maybe it would burn to put hot honey on a dick or on a penis. I'm willing to try it though. A little bit of hot honey on. Ooh, it might be too spicy for him down there. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good sensation though. I don't know. I don't know, Barbie. Okay, what if their car's paid? But that's kind of a problem, Catherine. If the car is being paid every month, it's called opportunity costs. If you're paying $600 a month for a car, that means you don't have $600 a month for groceries. If you had a $300 car payment, you've got $300 for groceries immediately. It's all about opportunity costs. Tons of people who get food stamps who do work, it's kind of a qualification to even get them to begin with, unless you have some actual qualifying issue. Well, sure, sure, but I'm not going to address that because that's speculation. I have not come across that specific information. However, what I will say is, I'm going to say my opinion, not based on fact, based on speculation. My speculation is that the requirements and the qualifications to work are not that strong. They're not that strong. And part time, I don't think working part time is something that should qualify you for food stamps. Because what are you doing with your free time? Now, I don't know what the requirements are, but my honest opinion, it should be 40 fucking hours. Because what else are you doing? What else are you doing? Or I think 36 hours, probably 35, whatever the minimum for full time is, which I believe is 35. You should be working 35 hours a week. The fuck? And the reason why is because you should be wanting to get off of food stamps. And again, it's a circular problem. We put people on food stamps and they never have aspiration to get off of food stamps because of the difficulty of being poor. It's tough being poor. It's horrible to being poor because everything's more difficult when you're poor, when you don't have the financial means or the financial resources. It takes money to do everything. It takes fucking money to breathe. So I have a lot of compassion for people in these predicaments. But what I will say is that there are ways to get out of it. And it requires a lot of grit. It requires a lot of discomfort. It requires a lot of sacrifice. Um, and it requires you to make choices that aren't good. Because when you're poor, none of your choices are good. None of the choices are good choices. So this idea that like somehow it's like easy to not be poor anymore, no, that's a fallacy. That's not true. It's not easy to like get out of poverty. But I think people that are poor have to come to the realization that all of your choices fucking suck. And so you have to make the choice that pushes the needle a little bit more. And then the next time you are approached with options or choices, hopefully they're relatively better options, choices. They may not still be good because you're poor, right? But you gotta realize that all your choices are fucking bad choices. Do you know what I mean? Working 40 hours a week when you're tired with two kids is not a it's not a good choice, but it's the best choice under your circumstances, right? Um I, am I speaking a strange language or something? I mean, Am I off? Am I off base here? Um, Under new guidelines, able-bodied adults without dependents are expected to work, but it's like 20 hours a month. What are you? You're lying, Leah. You're lying. They're 20 hours a month. Bitch, wait a minute. Wait. Leah, you put that stat out of your ass. You had to, because that is crazy. That cannot be true. 20 hours a month? See, I'm just now starting my research on the SNAP benefits, and this is why I don't have any fucking compassion for the people that are taking advantage of it. This is why. Because you can't fight this data. The data is damning. Leah, you better have been lying about that. 20 hours a month? Wait. So there's four. Let's do math. We'll do math. If you remember, get your calculator out. We're gonna do some math together. Get the calculator out. So let's just say you know what? We're gonna say there's 3 weeks in a month. We're not even gonna do four. We're gonna be on the low end of things. Let's say there's 3 weeks in a month. So and there's 5 business days per week. So 3 times 5, 15 days. Now, 20 hours a month, 20 divided by 15, that would require a food stamp recipient to work 1.3 hours a day. Now, we're going to subtract 8 from that. A typical workday, by the way, for those that don't know. There are still 6.6 hours left in the day to work. Bitch, I know I have to be crazy. It has to be me, y'all. That's not weirded out by by the data. I have to be the crazy one. Cuz that doesn't make sense. And this is why I'm losing compassion, and this is why I want the program to be reworked, because that's a crazy stat. If true. If true. I don't know if it's true or not, Leah. I trust her, but that's a dramatic stat. Um Hi AJY, how's it going? 20 hours a week. Please tell me if 20 hours a week. But even you should have to be full time to get food stamps. 308 days sober today. Congratulations, We Cook. Good job. We love that. Chili and cornbread. Oh, I'm far behind chat. Oh, I'm far behind chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so far behind chat. I'm ranting too much. Um, Chili and cornbread is overrated. Gotta go with rice. I love rice. You're my man for a reason. My man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. Um, Perhaps you're right, Barbie. That's a lot more fair. But even that, you should be working full time. 35 hours. Go. Um, Ucho, I like that press. Is it a copper? Oh yeah, 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 girl. This is my French press. Copper French press. Love it so much. I love to put my loose leaf tea in there as well as coffee grounds. They're great. Hey, local twink, how's it going, local twink? You came back. I'm so happy to see you again. Can everyone please put a heart in chat for local twink? Everybody put a heart in the chat for local twink. Your local twink. Your local twink. Put a heart in the chat for local twink because we love him. He's a new subscriber here. He's a new subscriber, so we want to show some appreciation to our newest community members. So put a heart in the chat for local twink. People want us to feel sorry for people that are lazy. These people don't have too much pride to beg or rob, but they're too damn picky to eat free food from food pantries. That part. That part, Leah. My God, that was a long, a loud tongue smack. Yocho big into them heated copper cups. I am. Hold up, nutty. Yeah, it's nutty. Hojicha, yeah. Agree, but it's them getting off their asses and more. Yeah. Even with mental illness, they will be taken hostage by social workers and thrown into the hospital and force fed, unless it's someone literally locked in a house. Back to being abused, like I said. My father worked full time plus some when I was a child, sometimes to the point he didn't come home till well past I was sleeping. Still wasn't enough to get by without stamps or the pantries. I mean, yeah. I I get it. Life is tough, my girl. I get it. Being poor sucks. I get it. Um, I'm in a relatively small town, and I just researched it for my own upcoming video. You can hit up several a day and several hot meals throughout the week. It's just unreal. I know that's my point. And no, I grew up in an urban setting. Your town is different from other towns, and your part of the country is different from other countries. So so you're telling me that your churches in your town didn't give away free food? That's what you're saying, my girl. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so I'm Baptist for those that care. So maybe this is just something that us Baptists do. I don't know. But you know when you do your tithes and offering and you have an envelope, and on that envelope sometimes it says benevolent fund. Have you ever wondered what that benevolent fund goes towards? Well, in the Baptist faith, at least at my churches that I have attended, there's always a benevolent fund that is for incidentals, we call it, where maybe someone from the church needs food or they have a medical emergency. Well, that benevolent fund is for those instances. It's for feeding people, it's for paying for funerals, it's for buying flowers. Like the benevolent fund is for benevolence, right? And so when you contribute to that fund at your church, that's what that money is going towards. And typically, it's also going towards feeding, like whatever food program they may have at your church, at your local church. Just my experience. But you mean to tell me, Micro, that in your urban setting, so this is a highly populated place, there weren't a lot of pantries, there weren't a lot of free food options, there weren't any churches that had free food and free meals every week. That's hard to believe. And I'm just using common, this is just common sense from living in the world for 35 years. I I don't know. Um Nobody says people don't need help, Micro, but nobody is starving in America unless it's intentional. Oh, well, I don't know if it's intentional, but it people could be starving from ignorance. Like if you are just not putting in the effort to do the bare minimum of researching, there are programs for people to get help, right? And they are there. And if you are truly starving and suffering from malnutrition and on the brink of death, I'm pretty sure you're finding food somewhere. Um, if you know someone to prove me wrong, I'm an outreach superstar. Get me in touch with them. Everyone just lives in the area with nearby food bank and or transportation to get there if it's not close enough. Um, there are actually mobile food pantries too, by the way. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of lore about myself. And listen, I have been working with food insecure populations since I turned 18 years old. What's the math? What's the math on that? 35 minus 18. 17 years. I have been working with the food insecure for 17 fucking years. Now, granted, I only have worked in this capacity in three different cities: Toledo, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and Oxford, Ohio. Okay? So I don't know your town specifically. Okay? But what I will say is, from my 17 years of working in the capacity that I've worked in, I've worked for mobile food pantries before, where we outfit a truck and we take it into the communities that need it most. Because you're right, if you are suffering from food insecurity, then it's likely that transportation might be of some difficulty as well. That's duh. That makes fucking sense. Making it difficult sometimes for you to go out and to get the food, that you may need for your family. But again, these mobile food pantries exist as well. And I'm pretty sure that if they existed in Toledo, Ohio, the slums of Toledo, Ohio, I'm just gonna guess that they exist in other places as well. I could be wrong. Again, I will also say 17 years of experience working in this industry firsthand. There are so many networks in Toledo and Ohio, Toledo and Columbus and Oxford. There are so many places where you can get food. And after talking to the homeless population here in Columbus, that I'm very close with, mostly positive, they know where to fucking go to get food. And if they don't know, they figure that shit out. Okay. Micro, people have lots of options in 2025. No one is saying that there aren't anyone starving out there, but options, especially in this day and age. Being on food stamps is not shameful. There are people to help everywhere. I agree. I didn't say food stamps are shameful. I think a family of three can't bring in more than 2,500 a month or thereabouts. When I applied, I had to apply to 10 separate places and then send all that information back to the social services office. And when you reach the financial limit for food stamps, you automatically get kicked. Hi, I'm a 68-year-old door dashing granny. Sandra. Hey, Sandra Turner. Hey, girl. Hey, Sandra Turner. My 68-year-old door dashing granny. How are you doing tonight? How you doing, Sandra? Uh, your information gets automated sent to the state. Any charges and income must be reported immediately. Not doing so is a felony, and those people get rightfully caught and persecuted. Mm, well, I think the problem, Micro, is that a lot of them aren't getting caught. A lot of them aren't getting caught. Monthly income qualifications can possibly vary from state to state as well. They don't make them like you anymore. My stepdad did Uber and Lyft until he had a massive heart attack and died at 80. Oh my God. When I applied, it was 20 a week. I think it's 20 a week. I was wrong. Crazy how people use me for my appearance and not my intellect. Well, get rid of those people, Twink. Get rid of them. Know them for who they are. Don't be bitter about it, but just change the relationship. Now you know what to expect, right? No more EBT. Time for y'all to get jobs and stop living off the rest of us. Oh shit, here we go. Only wait, let me put all chat on. Let me put live chat on, honey. Um oh fuck. Fuck. Oh, this. Okay, wait. I'm a college educated twink. Oh shit, here we go. EBT have jobs. Not everyone on EBT just sit around doing nothing. I can't stand that bullshit. LBB, do you at least see me? Only people who grew up privileged say that shit. Hey, Jocelyn's Galaxy. I'm hidden from the channel or something. Sorry, your local twink. I didn't have live chat on, and some of your messages were getting hidden. Hope you're still here, twink. Sorry, twink. I have to like be reminded to put the live chat on sometimes. You probably don't have like an email associated with your account. There's something to do with like my um like light moderate. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I see you now. Hi IFV. Does your brother have a Draco? I don't have a brother. He's just really behind Twink. I'll see you. He'll see you in 3 minutes. Yeah. Are you gay? Just wondering. Take a good guess, Jacob. Bruh, I was working full time and still qualified for stamps at a point in my life. The whole point of stamps is to help feed you and you or your family because your income just isn't enough. Yes, that is true. That's true. The point is to feed you and to get you through what is hopefully a temporary moment where you can't depend on yourself. But I don't think the intention is to keep you on government support for the rest of your life. Um, and you're right, that is a reality for many Americans. But we have to unpack, why is that a reality for many Americans? That's where the tougher question is posed, and even tougher answers are discovered. EBT should only allow basic shopping, no junk food or soda, snacks. Well, I agree. I agree with that. Jocelyn, you have to watch my I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna start. So after tonight's stream, I'm going to work on doing a video form of my EBT stream with all the graphs and data that I procured and found because I think it'll be really enlightening. Um, I heard EBT coming back with CDT drugs testing how. So I think they're gonna come back through emergency funding. Trump wants EBT to be funded. But I think he was concerned that it was against federal law to do that with the government being shut down. So I'm pretty sure that just a couple of days ago, it was ruled that he can set aside emergency spending for EBT, just like he set aside emergency spending for the military. So yeah, micro, nobody's denying that. None of us are saying that. You don't own the rights to suffering. Most of us have been broke as fuck. It doesn't change the facts though. And the government shouldn't give out free money to people during tax season for popping out kids, but here we are. Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. The people popping out kids are the ones that are on EBT. What's the correlation? Drug testing should absolutely be demanded. I've been saying that for a while as well. People think I'm radical. I think it's fair, and we should check transactions for people selling them too. I agree. I don't think we need to have drug addicts on EBT because they're selling them. Mom Donnie is on the verge of becoming the next mayor of New York City. I like that he is not taking money from Israel. I also dislike his connection to radical Islam ideas. You're right, local twink. Um, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm very happy he's gonna win, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why. Despite me being a conservative leaning libertarian, I'm not a socialist, obviously. I'm a capitalist pig. I love capitalism. I'm a pig, right? I love capitalism. I'm a libertarian. I lean conservative. So why would I be for someone like Mamdani? Well, the only reason why I like the fact that he's beating Andrew Cuomo is because Andrew Cuomo represents everything that's wrong with politics. He is the swamp. He is the rot. He is the establishment politicians. Now, a lot of people on the far right are more populist. You know, the MAGA side is very populist. Whether you guys want to believe this or not, Mom Donnie is the opposite side of the same coin. He's the populist far left. And to be quite frank, I'd rather see the populist sides of the coin beat these fucking establishment hacks over the fucking head. So, yes, I'm super happy that he's beating this rotten zombie of a politician called Andrew Cuomo. I'm so excited about it. Now, good luck with the socialist policies. Good luck with that. But it can't be any worse than the status quo. It's my opinion. And yeah, fuck Israel. Do Afghan get highest EBT credits? Their wives not supposed to work for religious reasons. That's wild. I don't know about that. Um, it's gonna be crazy how radical he becomes when he actually gets into power. You know, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe I'm a little bit too much of a skeptic. Maybe I'm just black pilled. But I feel like all of these establishment Democrats are going to sink their teeth into him. Like, yeah, they're going to go a little bit further to the left than they already are. But I think eventually people like him get corrupted. People like him get corrupted. Look at AOC. Look at Bernie. Look at look at those socialist far left people and how they take money from big pharma now. Look at them. They've also been corrupted by the far by the Uniparty. So I mean, is he gonna be super duper 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 far left? On a couple of things, yeah, but I think that the Uniparty is gonna consume him, eat him alive. Look at look at Trump. They've eaten him alive. He's part of the Uniparty now too. You know, Trump's administration's part of the Uniparty now too. They're not populist. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. So, I mean, I'm not that concerned. They'll be fine. It's New York City. They're tough rats. Their rats never die in New York City. That's what I hear. That the rats are big and they never die. Um, how can this twink get closer to God? I pray somewhat frequently. Well, you're already there. You're already there. That's a great start. You can't track selling them by checking transactions. It will just show food was bought at a place. People sell them by charging half of what people spend and getting cash back. True. Hey, Shark Zoo. Mamdani seems like a radical. He definitely is a radical. It's worrisome, LB. My home city's not in a good shape. Oh, you're from New York City, Twink. Awesome. New York City is garbage. Absolutely. New York City could only go up, period. There's many ways to go about it, but we gotta end that shit too. I go to New York City frequently, not in a great shape currently. I can definitely get it definitely can get worse though, micro. I mean, it's not like law enforcement doesn't work on that stuff. I used to see people who got caught selling stamps or lying about income on the news all the time. Maybe. What happened to never forgetting 9/11? New York City's Big Apple. How can people just roll over and call it garbage? Because it's garbage. And it's been garbage. Where have you been? Where have you been, darling? And what the fuck does 9/11 have to do with anything? Don't make me start. Don't make me talk about 9/11. Don't get me started on that one, because I'm not trying to get demonetized tonight. Um, I just want a mayor who doesn't take APAC money, isn't a radical, values law enforcement and individual freedom. I don't understand why New York City hasn't been able to rally behind a candidate like this. Well, they've got the Guardian Angels guy right there. He's sitting right there. He's sitting right there. What's his name? Swillow? Slillo? Slow? He's sitting right there. Never forget 9/11 until a radical Muslim runs for office. Oh my God, Leah, stop. Stop. Hey, Hawk, what's going on, Hawk? It's crazy, LBB. He was taking pictures of people who have committed terrorist acts. Of course he was. He's probably bestie with Hassan Piker, knowing him. That's going to be on the short list of positive acts if he takes office. I'm scared for New York City. They are they need a food stamp task force. Sure, I was being silly in chat with those comments because no one was answering me. I don't mean them. Oh, you're fine. Mexifornia is a decent book that explains how California and Mexico will be the end of America through illegals and welfare. No shocker there. Guys, let's buy Cho new robe since he's wearing it on every stream. He entertaining us and also he's a sweetheart. That part, where the super chat's at. Anyways, what brand is that robe again? Joe Boxer is the robe. Joe Boxer. I'm so gay it hurts. Well, you're fine here. They don't budget. They buy wants, not needs. I'm gonna get me a little snack, but not too much because I'm watching my waistline. I know that's right. Keep the booty, keep the booty fat though. Convenience is the killer of paychecks. I agree. IFV chill, you're a legend. I love how level-headed and chill you are. I think I am chill. For the most part, I think I'm very chill. I think I have common sense. I think I'm very fair. I try to understand people's perspectives. I try to acknowledge nuance in every situation. I try. I try. I never intend to misunderstand other people's perspectives. I like to ask questions. Um, I try my best. It absolutely is wrong what they're trying to force him to do. Not to mention that money isn't even enough to fund 1 month of EBT benefits for Americans. Hey, autist, what's going on? Found a similar Joe Boxer robe online, but it's white and blue stripe versus blue and red. Send it to me, Micro, on Discord. Send it to me. Hey, Cho, killing myself here working at my job. Some came out their room over here crying earlier that she lonely with her and her husband squabbling. Girl, I can't. Ooh, that's messy. Hey, sir, what's going on? In the 90s, I used to buy the brown paper stamps from people, 400 bucks for 200. People absolutely sell them. They do. Welcome back, sir. We miss you. Bring back actual food stamps like the paper. Maybe people would have more shame and work towards betterment. I don't think there needs to be any shame attached to being on food stamps. There's nothing shameful about being on food stamps if you have a legitimate concern and a legitimate need for it. The shame comes in the part where you never get off food stamps. That's where the shame should come. If you don't have a legitimate reason and you don't have other opportunities, which I think the majority of people do have other opportunities. I don't know, man. Mandani seems way too socialist, bro. London is lost with its progressive woke mayor. Well, I mean, it's Europe. What do you expect from Europe? Europe is a socialist conglomerate of nations. Honestly, what else is new over there? It's rumored Mamdani believes in Sharia law. Oh, that's ridiculous, Green Tea. You mean so? This is where I okay. So this is where like the conservatives, you fucking lose me because that is so mentally restarted. To even think that he believes in Sharia law is crazy, and I'm gonna tell you why. We're talking about the same guy. How, my brain's gonna fracture because Republicans push this bullshit all the time, and it's just crazy. You mean to tell me that the same guy that that believes in transgenderism and the gays and he's always meeting with the gay, that's the same guy that's gonna put Sharia law into place on day one? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So you've got to pick a struggle. So Republicans, you got to pick a struggle to attack him on, because you can't attack him on both. He can't be the socialist, liberal, progressive, and the Sharia law, which, by the way, is far right. That religious fundamentalism is a very far right idea. You can't do both. He can't be far right and far left at the same time. So I don't know where that fucking comes from, but it needs to make fucking sense. It needs to make fucking sense. It makes no sense to me. Um, because the Sharia law is very different from all the progressivism that he purports. Now, maybe what you're saying is that he's secretly for Sharia law and that all of the socialism and progressivism is fake? Is that the rumor? Because it can't be both. It can't be both. And I want Andrew Cuomo to lose. He needs to lose because I want a message to every establishment politician who has caused the rot in our major cities and across our nation. I want them to feel pain every opportunity that comes their way. So I'm just so tickled and I'm just so fancy at these disgusting Zionists. I'm so tickled that they are in so much pain from these far left and far right politicians. I love it so much. I do. Honestly, sorry. Be mad about it, but I love it so much. Can't wait to watch Andrew lose. Can't wait to watch the Cuomo dynasty, that family, to lose. Can't wait. Can't wait till Tuesday. Can't wait. Can't come soon enough. I want every establishment politician to lose hard because it's the establishment politicians, not the far left, not the far right. It's the establishment politicians that has ruined this country. Cho, she need to take her ass to bed. That and stop telling me her shit like this is the Maury show. Oh my god, not that. Tried to use Google Lens to find the robe, couldn't. Hey Luke, must be from an older collection. Well, I have had this for a long time. Oh my god, we only have 7 minutes left. Okay, wait, stop. Wait, stop. I'm going to get through the comments, but I have to put the slow mode on, or I'm never gonna get to end tonight's stream. I'm never gonna end the stream tonight if I don't do that. So I want to read all the comments. The comments have been so great. We're having a great little chill but spirited debate tonight, guys. This is informative. This is great. I love it. Um, I found one. Wait, I found one that was similar, just different color stripe. He's had it for more than a year. Yeah, yeah. Siwa, Silwa, Sliwa. Never forget, doesn't mean whitewash and insert own narrative from a picture, but as long as radical are happy. A year isn't long if that's. I think you wear glasses, live in Ohio, and came second in chili cook off. Yes, I did. Y'all ever seen Netherlands' new president? Him and his man are fine as hell. Ooh, let me take a peek. Netherlands president's husband. Wait, I can't find it. What's the motherfucker's name? Not the gay pride. The Netherlands' new prime minister is hot, gay, and has a sexy Olympian boyfriend. It's not even his husband, it's his boyfriend. Well, he is hot, but the Olympian's not as hot. I don't know which is which. Wait, which one is which? Let's keep looking. He's a he's an Argentinian field hockey player. Okay, the one I like is the one who I think is Argentinian. So the Olympian is hot. The the president's not hot though. I mean he's he's like I think he's like me. I think he's a 7 out of 10. I think I think I'm a 7 out of 10, but I'm not hot though. Like I think I'm handsome. I'm like slightly above average, but I don't think I'm anything impressive. I don't think he's anything impressive. Um, but the boyfriend's hot. The boyfriend's a 9 or 10 out of 10 for sure. But they are cute. They're a cute couple. Yeah, the boyfriend's hot. The Argentinian's hot as fuck. But Latin American Latinos are hot automatically. No shit. Duh. Of course. Um. Yeah, but the president himself, he's. I mean, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Um. Not a Republican, just a realist. Absolutely. Period. Could go for some chicken strips. Believes in and will immediately constitute are two different things, Joe. Come on now. I forget what you're talking about. Oh, Mom Donnie. Well, again, is there some proof to him immediately constituting Sharia law? What happens if he institutes Sharia law? By the way, I, what happens to all of his support from the left if he institutes Sharia law? What happens then? Right? You really think that all the women with the septum piercings are going to support Sharia law? See, the only way that I think Sharia law becomes a threat is if New York City becomes Dearborn, Michigan, right? Because walk with me, logistically, how does that work? 'Cause I don't. How would that work? You mean to tell me it's gonna be a bunch of white folk and a bunch of black folk and about a bunch of Latinos upholding Sharia law in New York City? Now, Dearborn, Michigan, different story. Different story because the cops are Muslim, the politicians are Muslim, the doctors are Muslim. You know what I do you know do you know what I mean? I think there's a difference there, right? But listen, educate me, honey. I'm open to hearing what is there some teeth to the Sharia law thing? I don't think there is, but Please educate me. Please educate me. Maybe I'll have you on next weekend. By that point, he'll be the mayor of New York City. By that point, honey, and there'll be lots to talk about. We'll have Leo on next weekend, and we can talk about the Muslims. That'll be my homework. We can talk about Dearborn, Michigan, and you know, we can talk about all that stuff. That'll be fun. Um, hey, that gray ocean is no longer the only twink in chat. I'm. We're gonna go to bed soon. As soon as I catch up to chat, he could absolutely be playing a part to grab the vote of the Dems. Not like LBB first, and they have shown how. Well, you're not wrong about that, Leah. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, it could be that he's a fake liberal, he's a fake progressive, and he's actually a religious, fundamentalist, far right, Sharia law type person. That could be true. I just don't. I don't see how you can do that in New York City because he's still going to need city council. He's still going to need to work with other politicians. Like, I don't understand how logistically that works. Him being for Sharia law. I don't understand. I really don't get that. But I'm open to being persuaded. Um, LBB to life of the chat. Girl, LBB is a life of life. She's a life of life. Um, Remember when someone told you put slow mo on it? Girl, bitch, you told me so. I know you did. Girl, you did tell me that. You did. You did tell me that. You're always right. Um, let's keep looking. Hotness is subjective. Well, well, um, that lady back at the front desk. Tell her you're gonna kick her ass out if she don't act right. We don't mess with the Karens around here. Period. How does a magnetic work? A magnet? Oh, I don't know. He would be canceled immediately. But what the fuck are they gonna do then? They already have a huge Muslim population. He would already be in power. I'm just saying. Well, yeah. I mean, so I don't know anything about New York City population. So like, again, I'm open to being wrong. We do have an issue in Dearborn, Michigan. I haven't researched entirely that situation, but I do know that there are lots of legitimate issues in Dearborn, Michigan because of the high Muslim population and them controlling all the spheres of influence. I'm just unsure if those spheres of influence are in New York City to make New York City a Dearborn, Michigan. That's where my disbelief comes from. And it comes from ignorance because I don't know much about New York City like that, right? I feel you, but outside of this, she is a nice person. It's just BS. New York City's heavily Jewish. Good luck passing anything religious. I know what you mean. I'm only slightly trolling. I find that there's real tea, but I also wouldn't be too surprised. Remember, he could be the Antichrist. Well, girl. Mamdani wouldn't be foolish enough to try to institute Sharia law, but I could see many more crimes not being prosecuted. Oh, well, that's happening irregardless. That's happening irregardless of whether Mamdani or Andrew Cuomo wins. See, this is what a lot of people don't really understand is that Andrew Cuomo is part of the reason New York City is where it's at today. He was just the mayor. So all the issues that we're complaining about are because of Andrew Cuomo. All of the vileness and all of the crime, it's because of Andrew Cuomo. Like he's been the mayor in recent times. And a lot of this is his fault. So, um Y'all are too kind. Make a girl feel loved. Also, I'm open to taking all the shit on Muslims of the world. Yes, let's do it. Let's talk. Let's talk, girl. I will try to um actually watch some videos and do some research about the matter before I talk to you because I think you're already really, really well versed on it. And I want to come in feeling a bit more confident than I did on our abortion discussion. So, yeah. And we can talk about what night and all that stuff later. If we keep talking, oh, you trying to keep my ass up. Um Also, I love how people are focused on politics in other cities and other states instead of focusing on their local issues. I agreed. Agreed. Oh, he was governor. Okay, I misspoke. Autis governor. Was there no other Cuomo that was mayor? His brother's in politics too. One shall stand, one shall fall. Spoken in battle between Optimus Prime and Megatron. Okay, guys, we're gonna end the stream. It's not really much of a choice between Cuomo or Mamdani, smelly crap or stinky crap. Guys, I love you so much. This has been a really lovely stream. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate everyone that stopped by tonight. So happy about my Chile situation. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, we need Leah. Leah, can you post your like you got a like a white chicken chili? Can you please post that for Kenji? I think he's interested in it in the Discord channel. Um, when you get your time, when you get your time, whatever. And then you did just fine on our abortion discussion. That's what I know most about. I've been deeply researching it for almost a decade, so I'm well educated. Yeah, send me some vids, babe. How many Michael, you so fucking shady. How many ropes do you own? One. You're right, Micro. Shout out to Micro. Love you, Micro. Love you, Barbie. Love you, Shark Zoo. Love you, Leah, MOP. Love you all. Um oh, okay, Leah. I'll remind you tomorrow. Um Not micro clocking me. But okay, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. Well, if I go to bed, I'm gonna be on Discord for a little bit. But I'll chat with you guys soon. Love you much. Bye.